Everyone, I'm Amelia Schrader from Explore and More. A couple weeks ago, we showed you a Sanity Saver lesson plan all about a raining rainbow. And in that activity, we used shaving cream as a cloud, and we talked a little bit about the water cycle and specifically about precipitation or the raining in the water cycle. Today, we're doing another really fun cloud experiment, but this one is focusing on what actually makes a cloud and the evaporation part of the water cycle. So what you need for this is some hot water. I have my tea kettle here. Now you want to make sure your water is hot but not quite boiling. I have an empty jar, some hairspray, and a bunch of cubes of ice. So the first thing you want to do is open your jar and you want to fill it about a third of the way full with your hot water. Now, again, a reason you want to make sure this isn't boiling water is because you are going to touch the jar to shake it. And when you touch it, if it's boiling water, it's going to be way too hot to handle with a glass jar. So you're going to seal your lid on and shake up your jar. Now what you're doing is you're making sure that the whole jar is warm, okay? So shake it up really good, and then you're going to open it back up, and all you're going to do is flip your lid upside down like this and put it back on top of your jar. So still keeping all that hot air in there, or all that hot water. And then what you want to do is you want to start putting ice cubes on top. Now I like to use the ring of my jar on top to sort of help me hold the ice cubes in place. I find I can stack more on that way. You're going to want to do this. Now you're going to want to wait about 30 seconds with all these ice cubes on there. That looks like all I can get on there right now. And what's happening is you're cooling down the air above. So condensation is going to start to form soon in here. And what we're going to use the hairspray for is so that it's a little bit more visual when you actually see our cloud in a moment here. But this is a really fun experiment for kids of all ages, but specifically if your child is learning about the water cycle in school, this is a really great way to visually show them what's happening when a cloud forms. So this is the step before precipitation, when the water vapor is evaporating from our water sources like our lakes and our rivers and the ocean, and it's going up into the sky where it's forming these really cool big clouds. So now what we do is we take the lid off, and we want to do just a quick squirt of hairspray in there, and we want to put our lid back on. And this is really when we're going to start seeing the condensation form. So you guys can see that my jar is starting to look a little bit cloudy in there, and it's not as clear as it was a moment ago. We're just going to let it sit there, let it continue to build up in there for just a moment because we're going to get a better visual the longer you let it build in there, but you can see it's getting even more cloudy inside my jar. And then what you do when you're ready is you take the lid off and you can see all that cloud coming out. So you guys see that? It looks a lot like steam, and that's what our cloud is. It's our water vapor rising up as the water gets hot and evaporates, and it forms into a cloud above. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I want you to try it at home on your own. And I want you to post a picture or a video on our Facebook page so we can see you guys trying out all our science experiments from your kitchens. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, guys.